Welcome, miracle makers. It's Dr. Sarah Larsen. I am so excited that you're here and that we together are creating what people of all time have created. They've created rituals to honor and understand how they fit with the cosmos. As old as the energies of the world that we live in, the universe. I can't use an expansive enough word. In every dimension that you exist in, in every dimension that you exist in, something happens when the one you right now connects and taps in to the current moment. The you that has never been born, that will never die, already knows and is feeling extraordinary energies. These energies the Mayans talked about, these energies were seen and felt by all of the cells that are in your body. We don't yet have the lens with which to see you completely. We're developing more and more technology every day to be able to see your aura, your energies, bodies, what changes you make with where your attention goes. And what's extraordinary is the attention of the cosmos is on you. Today, this alignment, 8-8 Lionsgate, and it's a window. It's a window from July 26th, got hair in my mouth, from July 26th until about August 8th. Oh, I'm sorry, August 8th is when it peaks. August 12th. We've got so many planets, and Pluto is the first one. When a planet goes into retrograde, it means from the perspective of the Earth, it seems to be moving slower. That energy, and it's brighter to us, so we're able to see it. And as you already know, probably already know, that only 1% of the spectrum of light is visible. Your eyes, your body, there's 99% of the spectrum of light that can be seen with technologies, with frequencies, with vibrations, can be felt, can be experienced. What's brilliant is you can experience all of you in every dimension. You are an interdimensional being. You are a presence of the universe inside your body. And a cosmic gateway, planetary alignments, Saturn, right now still in retrograde, Venus, all of these astrological, I call them combination locks, right? We know that you put out a particular frequency, a particular vibration. Your body, where you were born, when you were born, the first breath that you took, is a location. It's like a cell phone. And this cell phone, right, this vibration, this frequency took a location. Your interdimensional being took a location on Earth. It took form as your body. It will continue to go on forever and ever and ever, just like energy is never created, never destroyed. It continues. You continue. and what makes you up, all the components that make you up. So the individual cells, the elements, iron forged in dying stars, nitrogen, not indigenous to this earth, it landed here from somewhere else. You are as earth is, as all things are, interdimensional. And with cameras on us that slow down frame by frame, you move out of the resistance world into nothing, into everything again. Breath by breath, moment by moment, you slow you down enough. You can see the disappearance of your physical form. It's extraordinary, where you go from the form full into the form less. There is that crux as a medical doctor studying how your breath works, how your heartbeat works, how the electricity in your nervous system works. You are so extraordinary beyond what you've ever been led to believe. And dialing your cell phone, dialing your body. The cosmos are calling you. Hello, it's Lionsgate 88. Do you answer the call? How do you answer the call? What is it that you can do? As we get to understand the star Sirius is known as the spiritual sun, as the second brightest star in the sky, right? Our star is the brightest. Sirius emits an energy that's hugely awaiting for you. You can't miss this. It's happening, right? Just if you've got challenges and difficulties that keep pulling you out of the current moment, even though that might be happening, your heartbeat, all of the breaths you're taking in are receiving this information and holding it in trust for you, the spiritual sun, right? The spiritual energies, all of earth, you doing the work right now, catching whatever amount of this information, these feelings, these energy and motion, the mental concepts, right? Catching any of this, catching all of this. It's extraordinary. Your body's doing it. And when you're ready, when the blinders, when the frustration, whatever it is, comes off, it's being held for you in trust. Just like everything that ancient Mayans, the ancient Egyptians, Chinese, Greeks, the Essenes, ever present now dimensions, right? Those that these dimensions, they're in dimensions. The Egyptians, the Mayans, the intelligence, the information is held in trust for you. When you were ready, wow, did it open up? And the access probably came from your heart.
Talk more about the Lionsgate. Today I'm teaching my class.
It's so fantastic. It's so beautiful just to be able to fully understand. You are probably either a Sirius star seed or very closely connected to a Sirius star seed if you were feeling all of these energies right now, the way that you're showing up, and again, you beep into existence, you beep out, and you connect again with everything. This is some of the work that Institute of Noetic Sciences, Nassim Haramein, all of the ancient wisdom is sharing. In every one of your cells is a portal. And this portal beeps and connects and is looking for feedback. The spiritual energy that you're holding always exists in every time, in every dimension. The mental energy and the emotional energy that you're holding modulate how you yourself experiences you as the interdimensional being that you are. As a baby, as you began to see, you had to be taught, this is this color, this is this shape, this is what this means. When you hear a truth, when you hear something that you know is true, it feels like you've known it your whole life. That's because as a baby, right? You got taught this, you got taught that, you saw it this way, and then you get a truth and you're like, wow, an aha moment. This aha moment creates for you the greatest journey that you can be on. It opens you back up to that space of being childlike and curious. And that's what the cosmos, they're having an effect on us. It's been recorded. And as we learn to have the eyes to see the information that's been left for you and me, as we get the eyes and understanding and the meaning, the mentality and the emotions to understand it, it becomes more and more available. Today, it is at its peak. This connection of all of this power coming from our spiritual sun, alignment of our sun, our earth, and Orion's belt. And ancient Egypt, right? We go into these temples. We take a look at the temples. When we got the eyes to see it from above, we could see it's laid out like the human body, like the human form. We also know that the 3 stars of Orion's belt line up perfectly with the 3 pyramids of Giza, generally around this time frame, July 26th to this year, August 11th or August 12th. I'm so excited. I'm feeling all of the energies and it's bouncing within me and my heart is beating and I am energized and I'm in this no form and all form. And so to bring words through, because I want to bring you here too. I want you to feel the love and the aliveness that the spiritual sun, Sirius, has for you. And I want you to experience it from your whole heart in all of the dimensions that are available for you. So we know.
Good morning. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I'm sorry for interrupting. This is Rashid Latif.
Hi.
Hi. Nice meeting everyone. Now I will mute and catch up.
So grateful that you can really jump into the most extraordinary forms that are available for you. Interdimensional being, this light star system that opens up for you, right? It's shining its light, its love. And for you to have the eyes and the experience and the joy to experience this and see this. The planets aligned, the ancient Egyptians, the rivers, the meridians. I was going somewhere with a thought, and that thought will come back as I go bounce in and out of form. I want these energies, this love that is for you to be felt through your heart. And just like when you were a child, you didn't fully understand the love of your parents. You didn't fully understand the love of a neighbor or society and the way it was setting things up for you. This serious sun, this exploration, this energy knows you. And as a doctor, as a scientist, when you look at our sun hitting your skin, we see channels open up within your skin. Vitamin D, we see channels open up in your digestive tract so you can absorb more calcium. The sun, our sun, has an effect on your skin. If you've put too many chemicals in your body or on your skin and you're exposed to the sun, you can wind up with cancer on your skin. It's so amazing. The cosmos, the series, the ancient sun has our spiritual sun, lights you up. It's held in trust for you. And it's held until you have the eyes to see it, the emotional intelligence to really unwrap the gifts that are available for you. The possibility of seeing all the interdimensions that are available. It's extraordinary what it comes down to. You get to bounce in and out of form. So just if we slow down the movie, the frames of a movie, you can see the individual movements that are happening to make that picture seem cohesive. When you slow your body down in with meditation or with great mindfulness, you're able to slow down and receive more of the information frame by frame. I want to say that again. If you were watching a movie, if you were watching this right now and you stopped it by picture by picture by picture, you would catch more of the tones, the colors, the expressions, the light, the energies that are present. Well, you have that opportunity moment by moment, day by day. And Lionsgate, these incredible energies that are here right now, higher level movement, flow. Often it's called the cat energy, meow. This cat meow energy, right? This is all of the things that we associate with cats. All of the things that we associate with energies represented in temples by, oh my gosh, for some reason her name eludes me right now, but it will come back to me in just a second. This amazing Lemurian, Atlantean, the temple in Luxor, Karnak temple houses, she's actually standing in her original spot. It's such a beautiful experience to have this cat energy. It burns away what no longer serves with passion and fire. It's important to understand if I'm pointing with my finger at the moon and you get stuck on the finger and you never see the energy of the moon, Everything that we are has to be labeled, and that label is the pointer to an energy behind it. So I want to explain that another way. This office, this home that I'm sitting in, this home office, right? My home office is pointing to the spiritual energy of the earth below us. There was energy in motion, architects. Of this energy, of this earth is served here. My office, my home will stand. It's so interesting. It's so important to fully realize you've got the most extraordinary times happening in your life. Your spiritual energy, this, the moon, the you that is always constant, always existed, is available to relabel all of the energies pointing towards you. Have you been misunderstood? Have you been just charged with things that you didn't want to be responsible for at the spiritual level? Well, you get present in the moment today. We're going to do a guided meditation in a little bit. And everything that's pointing to your spiritual energy, labeled to you, connected with you, blinders on you, get blasted off. Everything that's been held in trust for you, right, becomes available. And it's a very extraordinary time on our planet. We are seeing every type of challenge that's ever existed coming forward. The water, all of the elements, the water, the earth, right? Fires, winds. The ethers are communicating. And for you to fully understand this is perfect, just the way it is. This is whole. You are whole. You are an energy that's never been created, that'll never be destroyed, that continues, that took a vessel. This vessel, your vessel, has applications within it. And those applications are affected by the sun and by our spiritual sun. And all of that spirit, all of that energy, everything that you've held in trust, everything that is yours, that'll always be yours, is looking to connect with and remember and be part of this, the highest energy that can come through you, the deepest energy, the compassionate, transformational, manifesting. I learned in my studies in ancient Egypt, learning some of the Sumerian language, looking at the symbols and the pictures, I learned we have 365 senses. 360, one for each day of 365 for each day of the year. Now 360 because the energy that your heart puts out is cylindrical. And there are 360 degrees around you, right? You can twirl like a Sufi, 360 degrees around you. It's so beautiful. It's so fun to do ancient practices that will initiate the higher intelligence within you. It's so beautiful to get the labels, right? To get these incredible labels off of things and to really get into the energy. Get the labels off of you, right? Whatever you've been labeled, it may not serve you. Try that on. Try taking off all of the labels. And I'm so grateful for the chat. Jack just texted in the chat, Sekhmet, right? It's Sekhmet. That is the energy, the pointer, the name that we gave the energy that comes and burns away everything. She is fantastic. The ancient Egyptians saw her as a lioness. She roars, and that roar shakes off of you anything that no longer serves. It burns away all the cords and all of the faulty agreements and promises. Shakes off all of the past, the guilt, the judgment. Helps you be your cylindrical 360-degree self with two of the higher senses, two connected to our star, to Sirius, two senses connected to our earth, able to modulate our earth, 360 senses around you. It's a fantastic time to be alive and to fully realize. Even Wikipedia has said about there are 22 senses. This is the launch pad. Today is the launch pad for your 360 senses. The Stargate, space and time are made up constructions, right? We're slowly starting to fully understand that in science. We all bounce into no thing, nothing. We all bounce into nothing. And then collectively, interdimensionally, we bounce back out into form. Into when you close your eyes, everything that remains, that's real. And there is no distance between you and me when I close my eyes. You're here with me. There is no distance. It's important to fully understand every time you go in fear or you go into anger, right? You close your eyes, and if there's fear there, part of that feelings, those feelings are not your fault. The anger has to be cleansed. Someone's got to do it. Whether it came from the genetics, whether it came from the faults in the past, whether it came from Earth, whether it came because you're the brightest outlet for it. It doesn't matter where it came from. If you're in fear, or if you're in anger, or if you're in hurt, you are not accurately able to see the everything dimension. That is by intelligent design. It's this intelligent design to make sure from this space that you will take time to deal with the internal things that are happening for you. I want to say that again. If you close your eyes, guilt, shame, fear, being hurt, anger come up. It is causing an effect on your body so that you will stop. and either go into service, either reach out to something greater than yourself to help you connect with it and understand it. Anytime your body goes into dis-ease, your dis-ease is designed to pull you into your heart and send your internal GPS system back towards something you can connect with and trust. If your internal GPS has already been set to the central sun, to service, to love, if you've already initiated the angel lobes within your brain, if you've already turned on that app, right? If you've already turned that application on inside yourself, God, source, love is the connection, the oneness, the I am interdimensional presence that you are. That's what gets turned on completely and utterly and beautifully. And it takes over. And if you're not fully there yet, you either get in service, you go and you figure out how to be of service, or you find someone who has I call it a larger frame, right? They can see more than you can see at the current time in that area. They can feel more. They've manifested, generated more in those areas. It's such an extraordinary time to be alive. If your physical aches are in your body, those are signals to really connect deeply with your heart and back to your central source, or to connect with something greater than yourself. If you're angry, if you're hurt, by definition, you're crazy. I remind myself that all the time. If I get hurt, if I get crazy, if I get angry, if I'm longing for something, if I feel guilty, if I feel shame, I get out in nature. I connect back to source. I find my bliss list. I cry. I turn on sad movies and I let myself cry, right? The crying is so brilliant. It rewires your brain. Many of my clients, many CEOs, heads of their own companies, say, I haven't cried in 15 years. Now, your neurons in your brain that fire are living. They're living organisms with electricity and nourishment needs and waste needs. And the way that you and I, human intelligent design, was designed to clean them, to clear them, is crying. Cortisol, your Ig immunoglobulins, your immune system builds, comes through your tears. You clean your brain. You rewire your nervous system of all of the toxins. And so sometimes in our one days at the Creative Chakra Spa, there's a time period where there's all of these tears. That eliminates, it cleans the windows to your soul. It brings your neuronal system back to life. If you're angry and you're hurt, or you're any of the lower emotions, go cry, watch sad movies, go out into nature. If my husband and my son love baseball, right? They can they watch baseball to the same degree of emotion that I can watch a Hallmark movie. I actually like Hindi movies because they're so deep, and I love foreign films because they awaken a deeper intelligence. There's more words for love, more, and when I can go back to those languages. My husband feels on the baseball field. My son feels there. My daughter feels with horses and with animals. It's so extraordinary. What do you feel with? Now, Lionsgate portal is open from July 26th to August 18th. The energies are held in trust for you throughout time. Everything that's occurred for everyone else occurs for you. I want to say that another way. Even if you're living in the forest and haven't come out of the forest, because humanity has harnessed electricity, right? You come out of the forest, you go into town, you can use electricity right away. Well, that's the same thing here. You can use the electricity, the applications, everything that's here for you. You can do that. It's so beautiful. Oh my gosh, it's such a great thing. August, it's just peaked, and you get it right away. And you breathe with people, and we're doing this together. This is the greatest gift you could be giving yourself. You're in the forward momentum. You're in as the stellar winds are coming to the earth. You are riding on that rider on the storm. It's so beautiful. You're leading the way, pulsing in and out for all your brothers and sisters, for all the other dimensions. Whatever part of you isn't ready, when you're ready, the energies will be opened. I call it like the cosmic locker, right? When you get your combination lock right on the inside, when you get the blinders off, when you get the emotions, you might have had to cry, you might have had to do the writing work, you might have to create and understand your personal past for the total integration and progression. For some people, it's just in the moment, in the moment, in the moment. But someone has to do the work of the energy field. And what is the work? It's to take what's given, to meet it, and to help it rise up. So a man coming out of the forest, seeing electricity for the first time, will not be able to harness it unless he's connected with someone that understands he doesn't know what electricity is. And in the form that this person understands it, that is living in the electrical times, shows how that works. And now the man coming out of the forest can sit and can observe and can watch others and watch a cell phone being charged up, watch a computer, see a whole nother world come to life on television. And the brain is going to have to rewire. It's going to have to re-understand everything it understood in the forest. You and I are being brought out of the forest. you and I have from now, and again, it's going to always exist, but August 13th brings on the completion, the integration, the forward momentum, the energy, the meaning, the mystery, the awe of your life, right? This new dimension. Again, you go out into the sun, you get a little bit of vitamin D on your skin. This extraordinary vitamin D helps your brain make sure you're not depressed, helps your digestive tract, helps you get all the nourishment you need, turns on your kidneys, turns on your heart, your adrenal glands, your cortisol levels reset. The Sirius star system has the same effect. We just don't know how to study it yet in current day science, but the ancient ones, they have traditions, they have rituals, they have words, they have pointers. And just like the man coming out of the forest can observe, you can get all of the information. But doing it with someone that matches your energy and brings you up to that level, right? What a gift. And once you get up here, you get to, at any level, once you get the gift and you understand it, you get to pay it forward by choice. You get to move it forward because it's so much more fun to dance. I love the statement that this has been over and over every time connected in. I'm not your friend. I'm not your enemy. I'm not your guru. I am you. You are loved. You are love. And to really hold that I am love energy and to dance with everyone that you see as you're saying that to every person, every form, everything that's coming for you, with you, as you. Wow, what joy to play in that field, in that instrument, in that joy. To be able to understand and see interdimensionally, to feel that light. It's so beautiful. I'm so excited to start going into the second part of this master class for you. I'm going to stop the recording here, and I thank you so much for joining me for this first part.